you can cancel it and book
Right.
it. So you cancel it. So let's say you paid like 100,000 points for it.
Right.
You cancel it and book it at the last minute, and
Right.
then it'll be at a reduced rate of like 60,000 points.
Oh
So
wow.
I'm tempted to give that a try, but
Right.
if I do that and it fails, then we gonna be on the street.
Gotcha.
I don't want to do that. So yeah. Oh, my mic's way up here. I'm like,
I was wondering. It seemed far, but you're good. You sounded good.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even this. Shit. I'll play it at my head. No, when I'm working on the computer, I toss it over there. But like, all right, I don't need the mic in front of me.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month.
Wake up.
That's Felisa. We do that every month.
Nice.
So I appreciate you guys being here. So this would probably be the last show for a little while. A little hiatus, making some adjustments. Maybe long, maybe short. Just depending on how things go. Again, appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Another edition of Brothers of Legacy. Let's see. So, what was in my brain? Hey, let me throw this intro on real quick. Give me a second. I'm just trying to start Instagram. I can't do both. I guess
multifunction. Be back.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do.
Stand up. All right. So you ever on Instagram, you ever get someone going live and it says mentioned you? You ever see that?
Oh yeah. Crank Lucas. I'm putting you on blast. Crank Lucas.
It just says mentioned you and you go look.
I don't look. I don't look.
I thought it was a tag, but there you go, Lisa. Wake up.
It's the first of the month.
Must be sleep.
That's all right, Lisa.
What's up, Rod? So yeah, I always see that, and I realize it's just a tag. I thought people was actually tagging me or something, and like you hit all of everyone or however they do it.
You thought it was personal.
I thought
it was personal invite.
First time I seen it, I was like, maybe. What are we talking about here? I was like,
little old me.
Little old me.
Oh, what's up? Oh man, this is set up.
So I put that in the Instagram to see what happens. Just to let y'all know, I'm part of the spamming, or not spamming, but the clickbaity, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
All right. So
the National Association of Black Journals.
We want to dive right into that.
No.
I promise that was a lesson in how to not answer questions and dodge, not really
Yo,
answer. Yeah, like
but the first was people were in the uproar that he got an invite there,
um,
and they're like, "What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing?"
I
And
so it's a black journalist, right? The black journalist. Um, he is he is a former president, and he's
Mhm.
running again. Uh, Why not? I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about it. Like, I mean, what happened there? We already knew what was going to happen. Like,
Whew, dude, I wouldn't want to go on and sit down in front of some journalists. I'm like, man,
I
they
mean,
worse than lawyers.
right? They dig because they know stuff. They dig and dig. You know, and then of
If
course
they ask
anything.
if they
Go ahead.
ask a question, because they do investigative reporting.
Right.
So if they're going to ask a question, best believe they had a team already in, got you ain't know the answer. I'm just asking you the question.
Right, because I want to hear what you gonna say based on what I already know.
Because then I'm gonna be like this. Then I'll play a clip.
Right, I'm not playing clip. Right,
Oh,
but
but right
he
here,
said last week. So, yeah, I
like,
don't.
she what she just now HBCU alum
Right.
first first
She
black
black. I don't know.
sorority
Black.
uh,
She black. I don't black. I don't. She
uh
black. And he actually, yo, the hand. I didn't. People make fun of the hands. I didn't realize he did the hands.
when I see her, I never knew her directly. I don't know her indirectly, and when I see
Listen,
her, I see an Indian.
realize that's the sign that, and I'm sure the people that watch body language, they probably already know all this. But I realize that's the sign he's about to lie. Like he just the dot when he gets the hand, he starts doing this. When he starts doing this, that was like, oh yeah, here comes the foolery. I don't understand.
I'm creating
You
one
from
of these.
ABC or something? What's going on?
But wait. This is so. Of course, I always see something else. His ear is perfectly fine now. Now, unless you're Wolverine and you have healing
He
factor,
didn't get shot in the ear. He didn't even get shot in the ear. It was something that
where the
broke off.
blood come from? Then I'm like, what was all that? What was that patch
Oh,
for?
yeah.
I
It
looked at
broke
you.
off.
The ear was perfect. I didn't see a scab.
Right.
Like I thought you gonna start rocking the earring up there. Like, hey, you got a free piercing. You know what I mean?
You gotta have the presidential flag right there. You got a
Yeah.
presidential flag right there.
What? I'm like, because all of a sudden things shifted when this happened,
Right.
and now like, was it really staged?
Oh,
Just
I don't,
blew up their lives.
I don't know
But
because I mean someone actually died, so I don't. Yeah, I mean even though I know people do, they don't care about the consequence. They just trying
and
to.
a firefighter. What are the odds out of all them people?
Yeah.
Firefighter,
Right.
like, and then and already have his gear ready to put on stage, like the next day at the convention. So I'm not a what is the word? I'm not that. Just know I'm not trying to come up with some crazy. Yeah, not being a conspiracist, but
But
let the record show.
yeah, it's wild because I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of wild, but yeah, we gonna be got a few more months of this, guys. We got a few more months, and then I won't say it's gonna be over because when he loses, we still have to hear his mouth for a little while. Whatever else, whatever money move he's gonna make to whatever he's gonna do. I don't know. We'll
but kudos to my girl Rachel Scott. She is a chameleon. She fits in everywhere, and she will ask the tough questions and not back down. And she'll say it in such a nice way. Like, I thought you was wearing a red shirt today, sir. That shirt's not blue.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What you need to know. What we need to know.
Need to know.
But what else? What else?
So you.
What else? Go ahead.
When we came on, you started talking about your putting together a trip and people kind of flicking out on you a little bit.
Woo!
And not rolling with you.
Yeah. So for me, this is part of, and this is probably.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. McCoy, how you doing, sir? So part of what I do is this thing called prior proper planning, right? And I plan way in advance, and that's probably where I failed. Now I'm gonna eat that like maybe a year, 9 to 12 months ago, I go to the fan. Hey, Carol and I are going down for a Zuma conference, but before the conference is this date, but before that, let's all meet up down Orlando and have a good time, family time before that, and I'll reserve a 4-bedroom presidential at my timeshare. They're like, oh yeah, we in. I said, are you sure you're in? Yes. Mom, sis, big bro, got it in writing. Then I book and I send it again. This is what I got it in writing. Here are the dates.
So hold on. Let's pause for a second. So was there any financial skin in the game required?
See, and now that's a lesson learned.
Okay.
Because they need to. It's like, hey, I got it.
Oh, you got it all. Like, I'm taking care. You just got to provide your own meals and regular schmegular. Like, but
and here go. And I will be the in-room chef. And they knew the last time I had meals ready. They told me what time they'll be back. I had meals ready. It was on some. Yeah, it was like 3 courses. I hooked them up every night. It was a brand new meal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but that's my leisure.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, that's my leisure. So that's what I'm saying. So
hey, Sam.
So yeah.
Hey,
So the issue was, one, I did it in maybe 9 to 12 months is too far in advance, because I like to plan in advance so I can plan everything. So I have everything. Because when you plan in advance, you get the best rates,
right?
On everything, flights, rentals, everything, the best rates, right? And so fast forward a couple months, and then Father's Day weekend, like the week before Father's Day weekend, my brother goes, hey, Mom wants to take Dad to Orlando,
right,
for Father's Day, a week prior to Father's Day.
Okay.
A week prior to Father's Day. And my brother goes, oh, we want to stay at that time, the same resort that we're going to be in. But he didn't say where we're going to be in. He just said that he's going to be at that same resort. I'm like, okay. I was like, so we're going to go in June, but why aren't we going in August? Like, why can't we just all go in August?
Right.
He's like, I committed to that? And I was like this.
So let the record show.
Let the record show. You said yes.
You said
so
yes.
Tom. So then, so yeah. So now again, that was a week prior. I'm like, man, I can't plan. No. I was like, I ain't going to Father's Day weekend. Guess I'm gonna miss out on that trip.
Right.
That's a week prior. I can't do. Brothers. He's a VP. I'm still an assistant. So I'm like, yo, man. So they all went.
Right.
Had a good time. So they come back. So what's going on? Oh yeah, we can't pull that off again. Like, oh shoot. They just started ejecting out. I was like, well, you already said you were. Now you're not.
Wow.
And is that what we doing? That we doing times? We doing the hat exchanges. So,
well, I got it. I got green on my hat, so it's making it look like I have a hole in my head.
Come on, you got it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So
I'm gonna have to spin it, but it has green on the back too.
Oh man. So
anyway,
yeah, man.
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
They good. Yeah. So they all just start bailing. I'm like, man, I see how it is, but it's all good. So then I go like this. So room is already taken care of. The rental's already booked and paid for. So worry about that. I'm like, I go like this. Hey, anybody want to go to Orlando?
Right.
I have 3 rooms available in a 4-bedroom condo.
Right.
Big spot. Here's the floor plan, and it's here you go. This is the lore. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. So
you got your own space, all your own space.
I already know everybody wants to have their own little, you know. Nobody wants to wait.
Right.
You know. I was like, hey,
Larry, all I hear is saying that y'all get to dookie on your own toilet.
That's what you're saying without saying it. That's it, right?
That's what you said. So I just make it clear. You want y'all get to dookie on your own toilet.
Exactly.
And ain't nobody else got to worry about it.
Everybody get to rule their own kingdom during their time. You know, while sitting on a porcelain throne. But you know, but hey, so now I'm putting it out there, and then everybody else like, oh, I wish I could, but I got something going on. Wish I could, but we finally got somebody. What we got my wife's aunt. She said she's gonna come hang out with us, so that's cool. So hey.
No.
We still gonna have a good time because here you go. We had no plans on going to the theme park at all.
Right.
Been there, done that. So hang out poolside. It's just a vacation. It's chill, relax.
Right.
I'm gonna bring a couple books. I'll be reading the book. I don't normally bring books when I go on vacation, but I plan on reading.
Normally bring books?
I don't bring books, nah. But I'm bringing books.
Okay. I'm
gonna actually read. You know, so because I got this Love and Whiskey book by Fawn Weaver, the lady who started the Uncle Nearest distillery. So then her first chapter was like, oh man, homegirl been going through. So somebody went through some things, and she's a PK. She's a PK, and I was like, wow. So I was like, okay, but yeah. So
you're right. This is switch the rules.
No.
I'm gonna take the Flintstone style scenario to another level. You in that one? I'm in that one. See you in the morning.
Yeah, right.
You don't switch rooms when you get comfortable.
Right.
Actually, I didn't slept in this bed already. It's mine.
It's mine.
Yeah. Hey, musical rooms. So
nice.
So and then here we go. I had another one booked for doing Christmas in Disney at the end of the year.
Right.
And they was like, oh yeah, we're gonna come for that. I'm like,
wow.
I was like, Karen was like, cancel that joint. I was like, done. Fool me once.
Right.
Shame on you.
Wow.
Fool me twice.
You's a fool.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right.
That's not gonna happen this time. So I mean.
Oh wow. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Meta. Apparently, if you've been on Facebook lately, like, you ever hit a post that has a lot of comments on Facebook, and now Meta puts a summary,
summarizes it.
Yeah, summarizes everybody's opinion. Like half said this, most said this. Have y'all seen that? That's pretty interesting.
So it's on a lot of things too. I mean, you could do a Google search and it'll summarize it for you.
Google does that now too. Yeah.
What's the other one that you can go through an Amazon review and it'll summarize the reviews for you.
Wow.
It's crazy what AI can do.
Right.
Here's going to be the part that I'm going to be afraid of when it starts actually sounding like a human. You know, right now, everything that summarizes, you could tell it's a computer kind of pulling out this, and it doesn't really hit the mark exactly. But when it gets to a point where you can't tell the difference, that's when, I don't know, you better get a backup generator or something. We got to start eliminating these human threats. They're the threat to themselves.
Yeah, threat to themselves. Sounds like it's a little freestyle Friday-ish. This is our last one because we won't be on tomorrow. So we kind of gonna be all over the place, and we got Brian McCrory, so we might have some questions for him. Says, when we trust the summaries, that's what I'm talking about. We automatically accepting they are right.
And that's the problem.
I haven't challenged it yet. Like I read them, I read the top. I'm like, oh, okay. But for the most part, like it's almost right. Like because they've been reading what we write for a long time. They kind of got an understanding of what's said. Because we say almost the same stuff. Like even when you ever get a post that says happy anniversary, like it's an anniversary post, you go down, and even if they don't say anniversary, it's kind of like the AI already knows this is a celebration, and it puts pre-written responses. You look at the top like they ain't say nothing about anniversary or happy birthday. How y'all know? How do you know? How can you tell?
AD. Call it an it, not a you. They.
This is it. My bad. I gotta get my.
Are you one of them? Are you one of them?
No.
I'm just kidding. It's crazy though. It knows and predicts very well. But as Rod is saying, they're not automatically right. But just like YouTube and other media where we look at stuff and we automatically assume it's right. If someone makes a post, we automatically assume they check their facts and all this other stuff. AI is the same way. You can't just sit there and trust that it's going to give you business, right? It needs to be checked also.
Yeah, I have changed the mind of AI.
You prayed over it?
I can take AI down a path and completely turn it a technical path, right? I can talk in terms of just an example is in technology. I can talk about some type of program and say, but I thought in this particular scenario, and then AI will go, oh yeah, that's right, and be wrong.
Right.
I got you.
But I'll tell you this: when ChatGPT first came out, or when I was first made aware of it, I should say, I was 6 months behind the game, and they. But I want to see how intuitive it is and how connected it is to human thoughts and emotions. So I told it to write me an R&B love song. That thing was fire. I was like, shoot, man, that's fire right here.
Right.
I just need some music that goes with it. Now you can get the music to go with it. I'm just saying, you don't really even need nothing.
Right. AI, make me a R&B beat to this song.
You can do a lot. And you could put your favorite R&B singer's face on it on your video.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people in Hollywood are out of work because of AI.
But again, it doesn't replace it exactly unless you just got a bunch of people that don't go back and check. So it's pretty interesting.
What up, gentlemen? How y'all doing, man?
Awesome.
Sir.
Why when Kaneem jumps on, it feels like an episode of What's Happening? You're not slapping hands or something. Everybody, what's up?
I don't know about you. I don't know if I should appreciate that or if I should be offended.
I was gonna say, because you can't say it's because it's a rerun.
It's not. It's all love, Kaneem. It just feels like the energy's at a different level.
Right.
It's all good, my brother. It's all good. You know,
Yeah.
I enjoy seeing y'all gentlemen every time I get a chance.
Absolutely.
When Brian's on here, it feels the same way.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Been in
I was
my
gonna say something else behind that, but I decided not to.
Oh yeah. I never did. I never did hear my brother's opinion on Kamala Harris. Yeah, I missed out on him on. I missed out on him on Friday. So I mean, we ain't got to bring it up now, but I'm just saying I wish I could have caught it.
I have intentionally been avoiding because I love all my sisters, and I want them to keep loving me.
I'm just saying.
Wisdom.
I mean,
Brian,
but
that's not how you say it, Brian. You're supposed to be like, that's the most offensive thing that I've ever heard someone ask or say on BOL. The most.
I mean, I'm almost shocked because usually Brian said it with his chest, and now he kind of put it in his back pocket and don't want to pull out his credit card. What's going on?
No, we have okay. My mama used to say,
he's gonna get him. He's getting
Mama
him.
used to say, if you don't have anything good to say,
Don't say nothing at all.
say nothing at all.
I respect that. I respect that. Well, anyway, moving on to a lighter note.
Brian, don't let him do it. Don't let him get you there. Don't let him go.
My Lord.
Everybody
You might want to support Brian in this too, because we ain't trying to get canceled.
I thought we was about to have a revival for a minute, but we good.
All right, school's back in, everybody.
Man. I had to take my daughter to school today for the first time, and this is her senior year.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a very interesting thing, and she's supposed to get this senior T-shirt that we paid $75 for. I'm like, we could have got you one off Amazon for $10. But it's all good. That's what she wanted, so you know what I'm saying. And then, just before we get into whatever y'all got, hey, check this out. I want to get y'all opinion. I want to get y'all opinion on this because I was like, double hell no.
Wait.
Wait. We need that back.
What is Jeff talking about?
So my daughter, right, the baby of the bunch, the senior in high school, right? Her friend who was a senior in high school, but go to a different high school. She bought some concert tickets, and so she bought these concert tickets, and the concert is on a Wednesday. I think it's a Wednesday. I told her August 27th.
Okay.
So we like, okay, what's going on with this? Like you let us know that you want to go to a concert in the middle of the week. What time this concert is supposed to start?
Right.
Oh, it started at 7:00. I said, so me being that I've been to a whole bunch of concerts.
Right.
I know the person you come to see ain't coming on till 10.
Wow.
And they're gonna do a 2-hour set.
Wow.
And it's gonna take time for you. But who taking you to this? And who picking you up? Who's supposed to get out here at midnight on a Wednesday to wait on you to find us? And you ain't gonna get out the concert till 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Right.
You ain't gonna get in the car till then. Then we got to get home.
Right.
So it's gonna be 1:30, 1:45 when we get home, and I got to get up in the morning to take you to school.
Right.
Who gonna do that? Who gonna do that? Not to mention the tickets is already bought. When did y'all talk to the parent about doing all this?
Right.
Y'all bought some tickets without even getting confirmation that you had a ride. And not only that, what adult gonna be with y'all at this concert? Y'all ain't grown. So my opinion, my point being is, the question is, fellas, would you let your 17-year-old daughter, would you take your 17-year-old daughter to a venue, drop her off, and hope for the best, and hope that she be back at a decent hour in the middle of the week? How long was that bastard?
Man.
That was a little road rage, my bad.
He on that road.
A little Escalade cut me off. But yeah, which one of you gentlemen? And maybe I'm too old school.
Right.
Maybe I need to be a progressive father in this senior year. But like I said, double hell now. I'm gonna stick with my old school way. Anyway,
let me ask you something. Does she handle her business?
That's my question. That was my first question.
Does she handle her business?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
How do you
It's
feel?
not.
So that would be a yes.
It's not. No. It's a sometimes. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
she's a teenager. So if she didn't handle her business, you would say she ain't there. If you say sometimes, that means she's a teenager.
Yeah. Well. Let me say this. I don't trust her enough to give her my car keys so she can go to the grocery store.
Okay.
I never trust my teenagers with car keys.
So why would I trust her to go?
I'm always concerned with giving my children. I can never I'm never. I don't know what parent is gonna be comfortable whenever their teenagers leave the house with the car.
Okay. I need to hear that.
I feel you on that point, but my point being, if I can't trust you to go to the grocery store in the car, why would I trust to leave you out of my vision with somewhere with a bunch of random strangers that I don't know? It'd be different if I'm just dropping you off at your friend's house and y'all spending the night, or I'm dropping you off with your friend's parents and y'all going to the movies. But I'm dropping you off at a concert where they're going to be smoking weed, they're going to be drinking, they're going to be doing all this. And I'm supposed to be like, I hope she knows right from wrong. I don't even want you to be tempted. I don't even want you to be tempted.
What?
Don't answer that. Listen, seriously. Okay. Here's I just want you to think.
There's a lot of weed conversation going on in the chat.
I see. Right. I'm watching that too.
Man, y'all
I'm saying, like, there's no easy answer, right? What I'm saying is this is all about, because like I don't trust situations, right? How I feel about my children is different than how I feel about the circumstances that they find themselves in. I struggle with trust when my children leave the house,
right?
Period. And I'm always going to struggle with it. I struggle with my children driving and I'm not in the car. I'm never comfortable when they leave the house. That's why I have Life 360. And even with Life 360 and I'm tracking them, right, I get on their nerves.
Right.
How come you made a left there and not a right? Daddy, I'm using the GPS. Right. Listen, I'm just like, this is where I am. Right. But that's just because I don't trust situations. Right. So we're never going to be comfortable with that. That's just the reality. But I'm saying, if I have a child that I done caught getting high, if I have a child that I done caught drinking, if I have a child that don't come home when they say they're coming home, if I have a child that's not getting their homework done, that's failing in school, or if I have a child that's getting their homework done, but every now and then they screw up because that's normal. But if I have a child that comes home when they're supposed to come home, if I have a child that know how to get up and go to work, if I have a child that every now and then they don't make their bed or whatever, but for the most part, they're handling their business and it's a unique situation with a rare occasion where something come up, yeah, I'm going to be nervous about it. But does my child pretty much do what they're supposed to do? Am I freaking out because the real thing is they don't pay attention? They're so much of a knucklehead that, you know, my mom used to say can't pull piss out of the boot with the direction of the heel saying turn it up. That's different than a child just being a teenager.
Wait a minute.
You don't get
And
paid.
for a
Say that one more time.
with the direct who say turn it up.
That's a California thing right there.
That ain't no California thing. That's big. That's Texas.
No, Brian or his mama ain't never lived in Texas. That's a California. It's either California or what's that time? What's that town in Illinois? Chickamauga. Kankakee. Yeah. That's part of it. But I will say this: I did like how you presented it.
What I'm saying is, you know, at some point you're gonna have to, you know, give it a try, right? Because, and I'm saying I've had to do that, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But you learn something about your child, and your child learns something about you, right? And you learn something about yourself. You know, so the question is, how many of these opportunities have already presented themselves, and how many will present themselves? Because when you give your child an opportunity to validate or invalidate something, there's growth.
Okay. So the question is, and I'm sure this is what Kadeem want to know. I want to know as well. So Larry and Brian, so you guys are like have more senior kids, already been there, done that. Got a couple t-shirts. So would you? And Kadeem, so your thing is also you're having to either chaperone of it or just
No, not chaperone. I gotta rewrite my schedule.
Right.
To provide the whole transportation to and from.
Right.
And it's a venue that I'm not comfortable with her being in the middle of the week on school night.
So is it at the State Farm?
Hell no, it's at some little bitty. I think it's at the Tabernacle, if I'm mistaken.
Okay.
I mean, the Tabernacle ain't small, but it ain't State Farm. We know that for sure.
Right.
Gotcha.
Do you know who's performing?
What's over the name? It's some dude that's big on social media. He ain't got nothing on the radio.
Reason why I say that is if everybody knows who it is, and let's say the tickets can be sold, so you don't have to feel no pressure about the tickets already bought. Sell them mugs. And the other thing is, you know, especially in Atlanta, when you out after a certain time, anything can happen. And so, you know, someone that young going to, you know, a place where anything can happen, it's like you gotta be careful with there. The other part is, I don't know the last time you've been to a concert, but I ain't been to a concert that started at 1 and you got out at 11, 12. Yeah, they don't last.
No, it started at 7. It started at 7.
Right. It starts at 7. It's probably over before 11. So
nah, that ain't gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. I just went to a concert last year. I mean, it was Maxwell and Anthony Hamilton and some other cats, but I'm like, and it started at 8. We didn't get home till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maxwell's
You know what I'm
slow
saying?
anyway.
Okay.
He's a slow concert.
Right.
Like what I say.
So would you guys let your children at that age go? Brian and Larry?
Say it again.
Would you let you?
I would say
or take them?
I was like, no, because I wasn't allowed to go when I was in high school. But my wife, on the other hand, was allowed to do these things. My wife would be like, they can go. I'm like, well, it won't fit my schedule. Shit, it doesn't matter. I'm taking them. And I'd be like, okay.
It's on you.
So she goes. So
she taking them?
So using the word let, is a hard word for me because I allowed. I want to say I let because I was like, hey, I got overruled.
I got it.
Because again, I was more in the sheltered growth, and my wife wasn't. So I wasn't part of this whole like, oh, we can do all these things, activities where mine was sports in school. And that was it.
There's only one reason why I would say no here is that they started the wrong way. They didn't even tell me about buying the tickets. They made all the plans. They're trying to hide it from me, and then afterwards they're just gonna be like, "Hey, can I go? I already got the tickets." Nah, they talk to me first.
Wait till you get girl.
To me, that shows that you weren't trying to do something wrong anyways. So if it starts wrong, I ain't letting you go.
But see that to me that's a different conversation, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the dynamics of the permissions and the process and all that in the household, right? So there's levels to this when it comes to that kind of stuff, and so I don't dig into that. That Kaneem has to think about that and deal with that internally. Right. For me, I'm just saying on the surface.
On the surface, right?
I'm saying you think about your daughter and her age and her behavioral patterns, because you know her more than everybody here. And so on the surface, you make the determination based on what you see as her limitations, her and her behavior. If she's handling her business, how far she'll go, right? And I'm saying at least you have a perception of how far she'll go. When she's wrong, how wrong she has been. You have it in your mind what you know about her and what you perceive about her. I tell my daughters all the time, I know what you told me, and I have an idea of what you haven't told me. Right?
Okay. That makes sense.
So you think about all of that, and then you think about where she's going to be, and then you make a conscious decision about.
Yeah, I'm conscious to decide double L now.
So Rod's question right there. You can't concern about the maturity of her friends. It's solely your daughter, right? And because you raised your daughter and you know what your daughter can do, right? And how they would handle situations. And you won't know how they handle situations until they've been in it. So that was the growth that I learned that I had to allow, because at some point,
those simulators, can we put them in the simulator situation?
Man.
I mean, that's what it is, though. And I told my daughters, I said, listen, and I'm saying, like, I'm way too much I ain't seen, man. That's just the truth. And so what I've said to my children is sometimes I have to protect you from yourself.
Right.
And I'm willing to live with you being angry with me.
Oh, that's oh yeah. You mad at me? You angry at me?
Yeah, but listen, man, not everybody's willing to live. I've learned, like, a lot of people read their Bible, but they don't know that between the Old Testament and the New Testament, there's a page in the Bible. But in a timeline, there's 400 years. 400 silent years between the Old Testament and the New Testament. And I tell people, when I deal with my children, my daughters, I've learned what that 400 years of silence is like. Because they will close the door on you, right? So, because I've experienced it, I'm okay. I've learned to deal with it.
Because I haven't been there yet, I think the first time it might bother me. I won't try to visibly show it. I think the first time it might bother me, I'll get over it, because you have that relationship, then it's like, and I'm gonna think about y'all. I was like, you know what Ryan did say about this silent prayer. It's gonna be okay.
Oh man.
And it's fine.
Mine was from 16. It was from 14 to 18. Those were my silent years.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you.
But wait till that first day when they out with their friends and they come in the house at like 12. They come in the house at 12:30 a.m. and you're like, and you want to be like, yo, and the wife just sit there like, what? I'm like, can't be coming to my house this time. I'm like, all right. And then next 1 a.m. like, all right now, babe. But they got all A's and she's doing this. I'm like, all right.
Wait till you texting and you get no response. You calling and no answer. Like what? Oh, that's what we doing?
That's why you like. That's how you like 65 and go kick in the door.
Hey, I got one even better. Wait till you call and you get do not disturb.
Oh yeah, got that one. I got that one.
So you ain't your phone
in the house or come in the house and go to the bedroom and don't even greet you. You must want to find someplace else to live.
That do not disturb wasn't a feature during my parenting days.
Oh yeah, they bold, man.
Oh yeah, like I said, when she turned 18, because I already told her like, you want to be grown so bad, so now's my time to start treating you like a young lady, a young adult. So you ain't got no bedtime. You can get on your phone. You can wake up when I'm not going to come down there and wake you up to go to school. I'm not doing none of that. You want to act. I got to treat you a little bit more maturely if you're going to try to act mature. So when I see you acting like you're 7, 8 years old, then that's what I'm going to treat you like.
So now we talking about.
My children just say, like my children used to say, Daddy get to saying my house. I said, yeah. When you start claiming stuff, I start claiming stuff.
Yeah. So now we're talking about
claiming your room. I start claiming my house. Your room is in my house.
Yep. So now we're talking about them living in the house, and right. So this is what I'm about to come up with, Brian. I don't know if you have experience here yet. You got to help me here. So left the home, experience independence, but now want to come back home. So I'm like, it's not your home. Don't call it home. It's my home. But they want to come back home. They want to come back to the house and stay here for a couple of years. Right. How does that work out? Do you experience that or no? Them wanting to come back.
Yeah, I've experienced it.
How does that work out?
Oh, I printed out a lease agreement.
Wow. Can I get a copy of that? Because we're that's on the table right now. Like, and then I was asked this question here, and I was like, all right, this old growth here. So, I'm considering this going, I don't want to reveal too much because this she on that made the silent years again. But anyway, so would you pay for that and also give me an allowance?
Let them come back. It's hard out here.
And I was like, what? I was like, you better get a job that'll pay for it, and then the job's going to pay you your allowance. That's how it works. You an adult. But I did say we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's what my response was. If we have to do it, I went into daddy mode. Like, oh man, she got me, daddy. Please, yeah, that's how girls get it real good.
And I feel you on that, Larry. But my mama, and God bless her soul, may she rest in peace. My mama always had a place for me to stay, even though she was by herself. So I'll say this, my kids, all my kids, all 4 of them, they'll always have a place to stay, but I need to know your plan of independence.
Right.
Because I mean, if you ever in need of a place to stay, you'll never be homeless.
Right.
If I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? Of course. But I'm definitely not going to be your crutch for you not to be independent.
Listen, home is always home. right? Always. I grew up in a house that the door was never locked. I told y'all, you know. And I was laughing about the lease. I mean, I was joking about the lease.
I was serious.
But my children, but I've taught my children that there's a difference between young adult and grown.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Distinctly.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And there's a different conversation, you know, because grown folks are grown because they're handling their own, you know, and they can talk grown. That's just the reality. And so my children are still learning that. You know, my quote, my so-called grown children are still learning that.
Right.
I was having a conversation with my 36-year-old just a week and a half ago, and I'm going to quote her. She said, "Daddy, I was on the phone. I was talking to them." No, she wasn't on the phone. She said, "I was having a conversation with my friends." She said, "I told them I wish I had listened to my daddy 16 years ago." She said, "I was in my feelings. I was talking smack to my daddy. My daddy told me 16 years ago, in 5 years, your conversation should be different. Be careful that 5 years from now, you might be having the same conversation you're having right now. 10 years from now, make sure you're not having the same conversation." My daughter, 36 years old, said, "I told them, Daddy," I looked them straight in their face, "we're not having this conversation anymore. I have to separate myself from you all. I'm 36 years old and we're still having this conversation." This was a week and a half ago. Now, I'm proud of her. She's come a long way.
Yeah.
But she realizes she could have been further along, even further along. And she's going back 16 years. And I'm getting emotional because we're on video. She's telling me this to my face. She's like, "Daddy, look at me. You see me. I am in my work clothes. And every time I talk to you, you will probably see me in my work clothes because I want you to see me working and handling my business every day. I am not falling for the drama. I am so tired." Man, I got off the phone and said, "Lord, I just want to thank you."
Right.
Because I told her when she was 25, I said, "The 30s are coming. The 30s are coming, baby." I said, "And what's going to happen is that your mindset will change. You're going to get tired of hanging out and having these same old conversations. You're going to feel differently about these conversations, sweetie." I said, "And you're going to look back on your life and you're going to look at your friends." I said, "And you're going to realize the conversations don't change with people that have no ambition. You're going to get tired." And she said, "Daddy, I'm busting my behind. I've been busting my behind for years. And it seems like every time I try to take 2 steps forward, I keep getting pulled back." I said, "That's because your friends are still the same and they're still in the same place and you're working and you're being a monster." I'm like, "You're the only one working. You're the only one cleaning. You're the only one paying attention. You're the only one focused." I'm like, "But look around you. You got anchors all around you. You got people around you that are breaking them, that have broken the mirrors in your life. You have no one telling you that you have egg on your face. You have no one telling you that you have a booger in your nose. And all the people that will tell you that have been separated from you."
So I gotta jump for a meeting. Before I jump, I'm sorry for pivoting, but Kanini.
Yes, sir.
What do you call friends that eat together?
Oh man, you got me. Thanks Friday yet. Go ahead.
Taste buds.
Wow.
Man, get off this camera. Get off this camera.
So
Get
with this conversation, you know, my kids are young. The oldest is 12, and well, there's a 21-year-old also. But you know, when I talk about the little ones, you know, I think 5 years from now, the only issues I'm gonna have when one's 17 is we'll have nanites in, so they'll be injected with nanites, so I'll know where they're at all times.
what they're doing.
I can put him to sleep when I want to put him to sleep.
Hey, pray for
I
yourself.
don't know if you saw, but my face changed for a second because it's 7 o'clock in the morning right here. My mom just moved in, so my office is in a different place right now.
Right.
These little knuckleheads decided to wake up at 5 o'clock this morning and just start acting like it's 10, 11, 12 o'clock. That's the kind of stuff that makes me think when it comes to this time to go to a concert at 17, it's going to be easy for me. Go, no.
Y'all was wide open when y'all was 12.
Yeah.
Y'all too wide open.
I made that decision August 1st, 2024, when we were having this conversation on Brothers, and y'all walked through the door acting like it's everybody's awake. That decision made a long time ago. So,
I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that.
These kids, I tell you.
So we're gonna wrap it up. Appreciate you guys for being here. This will be the only time this week. I will keep you guys up to date on our next broadcast. Just make some moves. So we appreciate you guys for being here. They will run around the house. He said they run around the house playing tag at 5 a.m. Right?
Yeah. I'm like, what is wrong?
I gotta pray for my friend.
Yes.
He had a big fight with his wife the other day. He said that he got home and they got into it. His wife told him that his 8-year-old son wasn't his. And then she went into this long lecture about how he needs to pay more attention when he goes to the school bus stop to pick him up.
Y'all have a good one. I guess he gonna leave us right there. Y'all enjoy, and we gonna bring it up. Hey, y'all have a good one, fellas.
I appreciate
Enjoy.
you. We gonna get out of here. Listen, 988. Yes, Jeff.
You can't start with he did pray for my friend and have that serious face.
Right. But I already knew. I knew it. Like once he started, nothing in our neighborhood. I was like, no, this is a joke.
Wait a minute. I'm sitting up here. Trying to figure out. Wait, what happened to me? What happened right here? Wait a minute.
988, you are someone you love. Right. Look, just
man. Man. I'm like, okay, we gotta pray here, Father God, in the name of Jesus. This man done raised the child for 8 years.
Right. Where's Dr. Rollins at? We need to get Dr. Rollins in the line.
He done raised the child for 8 years.
In the spirit of Michael Collier. That was a good one.
Oh, God. Yeah, that dude got a lot of stories. You're right. That dude, he said, he said, oh, he said I was getting ready.
And then she gonna have the nerves to lecture him about it.
See, had us all told in there. I knew it. I knew it was a joke. I was like, it's a joke.
Y'all can't leave any room for me.
Right? I was sucked in. I was like, wait a minute. What? Oh, this fool done picked up the wrong child from the bus.
Oh man. All right. Man. Mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988. We appreciate you guys for being here, supporting and hanging out with us. So just stay tuned. If you're on the text line, text LW into 84576. Text LW for 84. Pray his strength, y'all. Right. 84576. Know that we love you. Jesus loves you better. Stay safe. Make good choices, and we will see you soon. Peace out, guys.